Well, welcome back to Screen Fiend. I know it's been kind of a minute, but let's get to it. A lot of people are a little skeptical about the movie industry and the clowns are running the business. And literally they are. As this year was dominated by the clowns. Pennywise and the Joker. Now, the Joker was a surprise hit. And they did a great marketing job by promoting fear. And this movie is abrasive. This movie is to this, to that. Whenever you promote that angle, you're asking for a lot. You're asking for a lot of attention, unwanted attention. You're asking for a lot of things to go wrong. And that's where we were, you know? This film backed it up. It was art, it was gritty, and it was more like a comic book film than we've ever seen. And the box office kept backing it up. And it kept backing it up. People kept going back to see it and watch it again because it was a good movie all the way through. You didn't have to have a bunch of lasers and superpowers for people to come in and spend money. And it's going to be the first R-rated movie to reach $1 billion. Not saying it's going to be the norm, but in this case, it was all due to marketing. When you market the fear, or this movie might cause people to hurt people, and you use a bunch of other tactics of fear, people want to know what the fear is about. It's like someone who passed gas. Another guy wants to come in and smell it to see if he actually passed the gas, instead of trying to get away from it. They go, yeah, he passed gas. They want to know. So, as you can see, Pennywise is not that far off. As both did well internationally. And they did so well that Pennywise is almost at, what, 500 million? And it's an R-rated movie. And the thing about Pennywise and why is it at 500 million, it's quite simple. Nobody really knows anything about Pennywise. Well, they know about Pennywise, meaning, like, you knew what this was going to be. So, you kind of knew already. You just wanted to see where it was going to end up. It was going to do a little bit, probably more or better than the original. But what you wanted to do was set it up to where Pennywise would do something different and you'll see the conclusion of the act. But you already knew the story. You just wanted to see the end of it. Plus, that story is not going to get people motivated like parents like my mother, and it loses that demographic of the 45 on up crowd. If you look at the demographics for it, The highest numbers was 17 all the way into 34. Once you got into the 40s, people 45 and up, the numbers were very low for people going to see It Chapter 2. And the Joker, 45 and up, was about 28 to 30% for people watching the Joker based on that fact. Now, that's where the other 400 million is going to come from. That's where the meat is. They had nothing to attract that audience to the film. So when you have something that will get the 17-year-olds on up. Now, a lot of 17-year-olds didn't watch the Joker, but a lot of them did. Just because they wanted to see it. So the numbers were higher than expected. And because those numbers were higher than expected, they were able to accomplish a lot of things that they didn't think was possible. Because they were like, man, the numbers for the 17 group on up to 24 was quite high. And they didn't think that. It was higher than what they anticipated. And even the 45 and up number was higher than they anticipated. So those two areas made up an additional $400 million. Because it had replay value. People wanted to go back and watch it again. So that's how your movie, expands. That's how a film goes from 500 to 400 to 600, 700, 800, 900 replay value. Because in today's time, people watch a movie once, then they're done with it. I've seen the Joker 3 times, and I'll probably see it one more time before it leaves. So just to give you a little heads up about the movie industry and how that works. It Chapter 2, I watched that repeatedly, but the demographics have changed. So once you can get through that, you can get through anything. So I'm out. Hopefully you subscribe and hit the notification button. It's your boy Carcino saying thank you again for Screen Fiend. We're ready to roll.